Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar, Designing High-Performance Wi-Fi Networks with Reyee Cloud Heatmaps. My name is Byron Almendares, and it is a pleasure for me to be here with you for this webinar. So let's begin. First, what is or what are heat maps? Well, a heat map is a visual tool that provides a detailed representation of a signal strength, coverage, and interference in a specific area. It is like a roadmap for your wireless network. And today it is very important to have these heat maps before the installation, the physical installations. And why are heat maps so essential today? First, it helps us to visualize signal coverage. Heat maps help you see exactly where your wireless signal is strong and where it's weak, enabling you to design for optimal coverage. Second, it helps us to identify the interference. Mm. They allow you to pinpoint areas with high interference, which can degrade link quality. And third, it helps us ensure line of sight, and this is very important, especially for wireless bridges. And heat maps help verify that your point-to-point or point-to-multipoint connections have clear line of sight, avoiding physical obstructions. And last but not least, optimize resource placement. And by analyzing coverage data, you can determine the best location for antennas, receivers, and other infrastructure to maximize efficiency. And for all of this is what um, are very important to do these heat maps before any physical installation of the wireless bridges or any other um, access point or Wi-Fi devices. So let's talk a little bit more about the benefit. And the first is the improving the stability. A proper plan and using heat maps, it reduces the likelihood of drop connections and the reducing cost. By identifying optimal device placement during the planning stage, it saves a lot of time and avoid unnecessary equipment and the scalability. Heat maps make it easier to expand your network or adjust configuration as your needs grow. So for all of this, heat maps are very essential today. And with the Rich Heat Maps tool, it provides an intuitive interface that simplifies the process of creating and analyzing heat maps. I don't know if you have ever struggled with a weak or unstable wireless connections. Imagine if you could identify those problem areas before the installation. And that is the power of the heat map. So in this webinar, we also have practical demonstration on how to use this heat maps tool. So let's see that. First, we have to go to the cloud dash us that regionetworks.com. So this is the main page of Regi. So you have to go to this cloud dash us dot regionetworks.com. This is the first step. So we go to this page and then we have to log in with our user credentials. And that's it. We have entered to this platform. Then in the upper left part of the screen, we can see this, the AI heat map. We just had to click on this option, AI heat map. And we had this, the AI heat map and also the bridge heat map. And we are going to start with the bridge heat map. So if you want to, if you're thinking the wireless bridge project, and this is your option. So click on this bridge heat map, and we had to give a name. I'm going to write a name for this test. I'm going to enter a name bridge headmap webinar. And we had to choose a scenario. I'm going to choose the universal scenario. And for the BRM description, it is optional. And we had to click an OK button, and that's it. Then we had to enter the name or the coordinates of the city. For example, going to El Paso, Texas. But you can enter here directly the coordinates in which you want to store the wireless bridges. And well, for this example, I'm going to store here a wireless bridge in this city, in this building, or for this terrain. And first, we have to add the site. So if you look at the upper left part of the screen, we can see this button, the add site. Click on it, and then we had to uh, pinpoint, or we had to position the place in which in where we are going to store the wireless bridge or the point to point or port to multi-point device. So I'm going to store this here in this point. So click on that point, and then we can install the others point to point in the place in which we need that installation. So I'm going to point to place the second point here and the other one here, for example. And when you're ready, just click on the escape button. And that's it. Then you can position the um, mouse cursor over the point, and you can see this little window. Um, we can give a name here. I'm going to write um, base station here. This will be my base station. You can modify the coordinates here if you want, if it is needed. And you can select with between the DDM, DMS. And also you can enter some comments or remarks here if it is necessary. So I'm going to click here on save, and the other ones, this will be my second, the CPE number one, and this will be my CPE number two. And that's it. This is the first step. And the second step is to add a bridge. And we had to click on this button, add the bridge here, and then click on the base stations. The first one will be the base station. And we had to select the other ones, the CP. This will be the first, and this is the second CP. And that's it. Then we had to just click or press the escape button. And the platform will automatically select the wireless bridges for us. So we can see here, the platform has automatically selected this model, the RG EST 350B2. This is a very good wireless bridge. We have plenty of stock of that model, a lot of stock, with a very affordable price. So as we can see, this is the wireless bridge signal, the heat maps, or the coverage of that. And if you click on whatever of this point, we can modify certain parameters, some parameters here, um, such as the height of the pole here, or the azimuth or the tilt if it is necessary to perform some uh, modifications or customize these parameters. You can do that here. For example, as we can see here, this is the terrain, the fractional sand, the height of the pole. I'm going to lower a little bit the height of the pole. I'm going to write just 4 meters for the height of this pole at the base station, and let's see what happens. So we can see here, some areas are not covered, but that's no problem because the connection is still good. I am going to higher a little bit the, the height of the pole to raise a little bit the height of the pole, I want to say. Um, let's see what happens. As we can see, the best height for this installation is 5 meters for the height of the base station pole. And for the other ones, the CPE number 1, and we can see that the height is 8.65 meters. So I'm going to lower a little bit the height of this CPE1 pole. I'm going to write 7 meters, and let's see what happens. We can see here something in this area. So I'm going to write 8 meters. That's perfect. And for the other one, the CPE number 2, it has 22 meters, but I'm going to write 8 meters for this height of this pole, the CPE number 2 pole. And perfect. We can see here the terrain. Here it's very good. The signal, the line of sight it is very good. So when we're ready with all of these parameters, we can explore this and by clicking here. If you look at the upper right part of the screen, we can see this button, the export button. So I'm going to click on this, and we can export it in PDF, Excel, or Word format. Here we can see the report. The report contains the product list, the topology, the indoor system diagram, the 3D 3D system diagrammed, the bridge heat map, the designed, the heat map on pi gigahertz, and these parameters that is necessary to do the physical installation. Here we can see the coordinates, the height of the pole, the tilt, azimuth, all of that we needed to do the physical installations properly. You can modify and customize all of this. And when you're happy with all your report, with all of these parameters, we just click Save Locally. You can select between Excel, PDF, or Word. I recommend that you save locally at Word format because it is the most customizable format. So I'm going to click on this, Save Locally, as Word, Microsoft Word format, the most customizable way to create a report because we can customize it later by using Microsoft Word. And that's it. We have already exported our report. And this is, I'm going to open the report in Microsoft Word. And this is the report I'm going to show you. Here we have this page, the highlight, the product list, topology, diagram, bridge design, bridge head map on 5 gigahertz. This is the most important page, the bridge isolation parameters, azimuth, tilt, isolation location, etc. So as we can see, this is very, very easy to do. So if you are planning to do some wireless bridge installation, I recommend you to do this first. We can change here the terrain view. I like a lot the satellite view, but you can select between the building and terrain view, whatever you want. And this is the before the physical installation. It is highly recommended to do this. And as you can see, it is very, very easy to do by using the cloud, the Reyee cloud platform. And if you're planning to do some wireless bridge heatmap, um, and you don't know how to install, then it is very easy how to configure those devices. And I'm going to show you a very brief video about how to do that. So let's see this video. This is the unboxing of this device, the RG ESD 352. This is a very affordable model, very good quality, 3 years warranty. We can see the package content here with the mounted bracket, screw, hooks, clamps, etc. All of this. It also includes the passive PoE power adapter. All of this is the package content. It is uh, ideal for up to 5 kilometers and can bring in 867 megabits per second. And it has the AP54 certification, automatic pairing, and it works as point-to-point or point-to-multi-point wireless bridge. It has gigabit port. It is ideal for wall mounting or pole mounting, as you can see here. And we have plenty of stock of that model at a very affordable cost or price. And let's see the installation. How to set up the Reyee wireless bridge. We will begin here. you can see, it is very easy. You can set up that in less than 5 minutes. And that's it. In less than 1 minute, you can set up those devices. So, as you can see, it is very easy to do. And I'm going to show you another thing, the how to create the wireless bridge heat map for access point. This is for wireless bridges. But if you're looking to do this for access point, we can select the other options, this other options, the AI heat map. Just click on this option and we have to give an A here. I'm going to write it test wireless heat map. And we had to choose a scenario here. I'm going to choose office or hotel, let's say, and the BIM description, it is option. So here we can drop the plan, the floor plan. So I'm going to select display, and we can customize the name. We can give a name for this floor plan, hotel, for example, and that's it. Then we had to add a wall. We just click here and this button, and we can select one wall of the building. I'm going to select this wall, and then we had to input the actual length. In this case, it is 6.1 feet. And that's it. The platform has automatically detected all the wall of this building. But if you want to modify some wall, you can you can, for example, in this one, I want to delete this wall, so you just had to click on the wall and click on delete here on this button, and that's it. And also, if you click on one wall, you can select or you can replace the walls here and select between thin wall, medium wall, or thick wall. And the materials, concrete wall, brick wall, metal wall, etc. All of this. I'm going to select this thick glass wall here. And when you're ready with all your walls, we had to place devices. We can do that manually or let the AI assistant do that for us. And I'm going to select or place the devices manually. Then we had to select a device. I'm going to select this one, the RG, our RIP 2200. You just had to click on this button and you had to just click on the placing where you want to store the access point. I'm going to store this access point to place this here. And I want to have another one here. And that's it. When you're ready, just click on escape button. And we can see here this signal strength, the wireless signal strength. You can see that in 2.4 gigahertz, the signal strength simulation, and also for 5 gigahertz. And if you want to place some cameras, here you can select camera placement. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to place bullet camera here. And when you're ready, just click on the escape button and we can adjust the length of the camera here. And that's it. As you can see here, the wireless heat maps the strength of the signal, the coverage. You can't modify all of this. And this is the best way to do your heat maps. And it is very recommended, highly recommended to do this before any physical installation. So when you're ready, when you're happy with your wireless bridge heat map or your access point installation, you just have to export it by clicking here on this button, the export button. And we can see here the report it is very customizable. You can modify all of this the way you want. And then click on save locally. I recommend you uh, to save locally as a Word format because it is the most customizable format. And you can customize that later on Microsoft Word. And as you can see, to use this platform, it is very easy to do, very intuitive. And it is highly recommended to do that before any physical installation, whether it may be for access point or for wireless bridge. It is necessary. Excuse me. It is necessary to do that before any physical installation. So as we can see, this is the report. We can see the description of the product, the topology, the AI heat map for 2.4 gigahertz and the heat map 5 gigahertz, the CCTV coverage, that's very good. And that's it. So we can see this is very good, very easy to do, and highly recommended before any physical installation. Um, I'm going to show you again how to enter to this platform. The first way is to go to, the first step is to go to the cloud-us.regienetworks.com and log in with your user credentials, and then click on AI Heatmaps. And you can select between AI Heatmap and Bridge Heatmap here. If you want to install a wireless heatmap point to point or point to multi-point, you can select this, the Bridge Heatmap. You just had to click to give a name, choose the scenario, type the BOM description. It is optional, so it is up to you. And then write the city or the coordinates of the city in which you want to start the wireless bridge heat maps. Let me see here. And then you just have to at the site here, pinpoint or locate the point in which you want to store the wireless bridge heat map. Then you can click on the ski button and you can give an eye here for the sites. This is my base station. You can write some remarks here. This will be my CPE. And then we just had to add a bridge here and click first on the base station and then click on the CPE. And when you're ready, just click on the escape button and the platform will automatically select the wireless bridge for you. But if you want to change the wireless bridge, you can just click on the base station and change between auto to manual here. And we can select between all of these devices. I'm going to select this, the RG EST 350 B2. This is a very affordable model. And as I told you before, we have plenty of stock and with a very good price, very affordable price. And we can change the height of the port and all of these parameters. parameters. And when you're ready, you can click on export button. And if you're doing or if you want to do the wireless bridge or the heat map for access point, we just had to click on AI heat map. Give a name, choosing a scenario, and click on OK. And we just had to drop your file or the plan on the floor here. Okay. We can't, we had to click on one wall of the plan and input an actual length. In this case, it is 6.1, and the platform will do the wall recognition for us automatically. And then we just had to, we can modify the words here by clicking on one wall. We can, for example, in this case, I'm going to delete this wall. And I'm going to change this one by clicking on here, replace words. We can select between thin wall, thick wall, or concrete wall, whatever these actions. I'm going to write concrete wall. And then we just had to place devices. You can't place this manually or let the AI assisted AI API placement to do for you. So I'm going to add manually one of this access point. For example, I'm going to select this one. Here, this Wi-Fi 7, and just click on the place where you want to store this access point. And then when you're ready, just click on escape button, and that's it. We can see the signal coverage 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz, and also this is Wi-Fi 7, so it has 6 gigahertz. And we can also place some cameras. I'm going to place a camera here. I'm going to select this camera and click on escape button, and we can adjust the length of the camera. And that's it. And then we just had to export it. And you can save locally as Word format. And as you can see, this is very easy to do. And if you go to our web page, icon.net. If you're looking for very affordable access point, you just had to click on networking and go to the Wi-Fi networks and click on Reyee here. And we have all of these models. Very affordable and very good price and good quality also. Very good quality. It has all of this one has at minimum 3 years warranty. And this is the Wi-Fi 7 we have just installed in our heatmap simulation. The prices here are changed between according to the city and the country. So don't put attention on the price. That is not the actual price indeed. That's it. So, my dear attendees, we have reached the end of this webinar. So, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them in the question panel. So, thank you very much for attending this webinar. It has been a pleasure for me to be here with you for this interesting webinar. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them in the question panel. So, thank you very much, and I wish you all a wonderful day. Bye bye.